Call the meeting to order. Okay, we need to do a roll call, please.
Lyndon Baines.
Here.
Charles Cooper.
Here.
Becky Duncan.
Here.
Vanessa Matthews.
Here.
Elizabeth Pendergrass.
Here.
All present.
Okay. At this time, we would like to open it up for the public. Let me remind you that please be respectful at all times. But at this time, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask that Miss Teresa comes up and gets the floor first. And then whenever you're speaking, Miss Gail will keep a timer and you'll have 3 minutes to speak, please.
I'm here tonight to represent my mother, Darlene. I'm sorry for crying. I really thought I was going to do better. I just wanted to tell the community thank you and the city and all the workers that have she worked with and all the support that you've given her while she was sick and all throughout her years of service, public service, whether it be on the fair board or working as a coach or teacher or any of the support that you've given her over the years. I wanted to personally thank you from our entire family and friends and her extended family. She loved this town, was born in Dr. Pinkley's office, and she wanted the best for this community, and she wanted to revitalize what the downtown used to be and how vibrant it was and what a beautiful place it was, and it had kind of gotten to a point where it was stagnant and kind of needed an uplift. And that's really what she wanted to do. She wanted to make things better for the employees and better for the community surrounding the town. So I encourage you to continue her vision and find someone and follow your heart, that you will know as a council what to do, and just know that if your mind takes you one way and your heart takes you another, that somebody's tugging at those things. So you really take a good opportunity to find someone that continue her vision and continue the good work that she has started. There's lots of things. I know it's going to be a great thing when the pool gets in and all the splash pad, and she was so excited about that. And I just want you to continue to do that. And I realize that I don't live here, but I still own property here and still support this community and get the newspaper and support it in every way. And if we're fighting for something at the Legislative Plaza, I'm down there, and I've been down there with her fighting for the same things. So continue to give my support to this community, whether it be Pall Mall or Jamestown or the entire county. So if there's anything that I can ever do, I'll be more than happy to do that. But I just wanted to say thank you for all the support to our family over this last week and over the last year and a half that she's been sick. So thank you to everybody, and just continue her vision.
Is there anybody else that would like to come up and speak, or because now's the time to do that?
Well, is she mean about Darlene, or is she mean about, you mean for
It is
position?
open up to be public.
For the position?
For if there's something you would like to say, if there's...
Excuse me. My name's Debbie Dishman. Most of you know me. I grew up here mostly. I left for school a time or two. My grandparents had their elk store across the street with the 7 Up sign on the side. And then the open French shoe store. I have had a business in this town. I'm college educated, Tennessee Tech, nursing degree. I'm very fond of our city. I have visions. Darlene and I sit at the West End and we talk about it together. I know her visions, she knew my visions. I'd like very much to represent the city. I'd like to be nominated. Anybody have a question for me that don't know me? Or if you do know me, you have a question. I don't know what I need to say. My visions are, I'd like to continue the community center. I'd like to really sponsor the small businesses since my family has been in small business in this city. My goals would be that mainly, and not to raise taxes. That would be my second goal, because there's a lot of people in this town that really can't afford the tax rate in the city, since the county's raising theirs. I also would like to put back into the 2 gravels a year because most people that have gravel driveways and need the gravel can't afford the gravel because it's so expensive, and I'd like to see the city continue that. It got stopped, and I'd like to see that put back in to help the citizens, especially the elderly in our city. I'm sorry, I'm trying to take a cold. And that's basically my vision, is just to continue with small growth. You all know that my family has businesses in town. But I'd sure answer any questions if you all need to know anything. I've worked in Nashville for 20 years, drove home every weekend and lived here. Drove back and forth for over 20 years and worked at the hospitals in Nashville, mainly Vanderbilt. Took care of Gwyneth Duncan's husband at Vanderbilt. No, we go way back with everyone. And I'd really appreciate a nomination. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's my time. Okay, I'm Harvey Starr. Most of you know me. I used to be on the council. I was police commissioner here. I was property assessor for 8 years. I've got the experience and the drive to keep Darlene's vision going. And I'd like to be nominated. If not, we're still all friends. This don't have nothing to do with politics as much with me, Democrat or Republican or whatever. But most of the time, you know, when you come in second, most of the time they pick them. That's how Mr. Baines got picked. Coming in second, you know, that was he was sort of the people's choice. And so if you look at the voting list, I would second the people's choice. Thank you.
Is there anybody else? Just come right on in.
My name's Keith Knatzer. Everybody knows me as Groundhog. And Darlene was a great lady, I'm telling you. I've been working with her ever since she got elected for mayor. She was a fine lady, and I thought the world of her. And when they had their jamboree up here, I worked all day, and they called me and wanted me to come up there to jamboree. I said, what for? I said, I can give out. I said, I don't know whether I'm making it or not. I said, I'm awful tired. And so Steve Brown called me after I got home. He said, I need you down here. I said, we need you down here. I said, what for? I said, I'm tired. Well, he said, Darlene's wanting you to come down here. I said, okay, just as quick as I take a shower and everything, I'll be down there. So the first time I walked down there, and I looked down through and I couldn't find Darlene. I looked down there and I couldn't recognize her but she's still trying. I mean, she got up and come up there where I was at. And Steve told me finally, he said, Groundhog, he said, you're going to drag this out of me, ain't you? And I said, well, I'd like to know what I'm going to do. He said, we're going to give you a plaque. So I went down there and Darlene come up there and they gave me a plaque for 23 years that I'd worked with the city here. I've done the jamboree for them for years. Never did charge them a penny. Always done all the flowers, everything for them. Never did charge them a dime. But I'm here tonight on behalf of Harvey Stairs. Harvey Stairs is a friend of mine, and he come in second election 2016, and I believe he'll carry on. If you nominate him, I believe he'll carry on just like Darlene did. Because I believe he's got the vision the same as she has. And I believe, and I love my city. I've been up here living on Rosedale Avenue for the last 29 years. So I love my city, I love my county. And whatever I can do to help it, that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm here for. Somebody said, I said, I don't want to be mayor. No, no. But we need somebody to carry on Darlene's vision and do what she started out to do. And I believe Harvey Stairs will do that. So that's all I've got to say, and I thank you.
Anybody else? I'm sure there's somebody else out there. Are you sure? Last call. Okay. So at this time, we need to discuss the
Need to
declare
declare
that
it.
the
That's
seat.
correct.
So at this time, we declare that the vacant seat of the mayor is open. Right?
I make a motion to declare the mayor's seat open, vacant.
I'll take it.
No discussion, no.
Yeah, just go ahead.
So roll call, please.
Lyndon Baines.
4.
Charles Cooper.
4.
Becky Duncan.
4.
Vanessa Matthews.
4.
Elizabeth Pendergrass.
4.
All 4, none against.
Okay, so at this time, do we need to go over the charter or anything?
Yeah, will you please note what I put on the memo as far as just what meets the qualifications, just for the record, please?
Right, just read all this, right?
Mhm. Just that one, item 5.
Okay. That's okay. Okay, so at this time, we're going to read the qualifications is, presiding party needs to make note that the law allows for an alderman to fill the seat or any party that qualifies for this position. Those qualifications are the same qualifications required for a candidate of alderman or mayor in a general election. And you can, if you have any questions about that, you can see Article 3, Section 6 of the City of Jamestown Charter. Is that all I needed to read?
That'll
Is
be
that-
sufficient. Do you have those qualifications?
Well, at
think
this
that
time,
is-
we open up the
If she
floor
wants to, she
for
wants to.
decisions.
Gail, do you have the do you have that? Would you please read that? Article 3, Section 6,
Is that what?
the charter.
Okay, Section 6. This is the vacancy. The office of mayor and alderman shall be declared vacant by the board by reason of death, resignation, or failure to meet any of the qualifications of Section 2 of this article, and shall be filled by the unexpired term by a majority vote of the remaining members of the board. The mayor shall have a vote if the event of a tie. A member of the board may be appointed to fill a vacancy in the office of mayor, but no member of the board shall vote for his own appointment to fill such vacancy.
That's it.
So at this time, the floor is open for how you want to fill that position, whether it be alderman or nominate someone. The floor is open now for that. Correct, Freddie?
That's correct.
Okay.
Or discussion, whatever, however you guys.
Or discussion.
Make a motion now.
If you choose to.
I'll make a motion, Harvey Starr wants to fill that position.
Okay, a motion has been made by Charles that Harvey Stowers be nominated for that position. Right, that's how I need to say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, at this time, we need a second. So motion fails for lack of a second at this time. Any discussion or another motion for something else? Discussion?
Further nomination.
Mm-hmm.
I nominate Lyndon Banks.
Okay. There's been a motion to nominate Lyndon Baines. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, a second's been made by Vanessa Matthews. Any discussion? Okay, we need a roll call, please. We need to exclude Lyndon from the
Right.
vote, since his name was nominated.
Charles Cooper,
Ayes.
Becky Duncan,
4.
Vanessa Matthews,
4.
Elizabeth Pendergrass.
For it.
3, 4, and 1
So at this
against.
time, the motion carries.
Mhm.
So now, this is where we declare the seat of the alderman open, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so at this time, we declare that the seat for a vacancy on the alderman is open.
I make a motion to declare the seat of alderman available.
I second it.
Okay. Any discussion? A roll call vote, please.
Lyndon Baines,
4.
Charles Cooper, Becky Duncan,
4.
Vanessa Matthews,
4.
Elizabeth Pendergrass.
For it.
All 4, none against.
Okay. So at this time, now we need to
You need to discuss.
decide how we are going to fill this seat. Would you like to take nominations tonight? Would you like to do resumes to qualify for this seat?
Do we need to make a motion? I make a motion that we take, application or, for that position.
And I second that motion.
Can we be specific and also provide a date for when we'll review those?
I'd say we got what?
Only
Because
2
we need to
weeks,
fill it.
only 2 weeks until your October meeting.
Okay, so,
Within 2.
so probably need to, probably do like within 3 days. So we need to get until Freddie help us out on this to make sure we're following the way we're supposed to.
So, you can advertise now, as long as it's in the advertisement, within the sunshine law requirements. just like we normally advertise for the public meeting, and that's on the agenda, that will be sufficient.
Okay.
So, you guys can advertise that however you choose.
So long.
Yeah, it'd take 14 days.
14
2
days.
2 weeks, so
Okay.
we probably would do it in November.
November,
Yeah.
the November meeting.
Yeah, the November meeting.
That gives you plenty of
Yeah,
time
that
to-
gives
Yeah.
plenty of time. Yeah, so, okay.
So Vanessa make a motion.
And I second.
You second.
And I second it, yeah.
To be considered in November.
Yes.
Yes.
To be considered in November's, yes.
Okay.
So that takes care of that, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so the next item on the agenda.
Roll
We need to make a motion, yeah.
Oh, so sorry.
Official motion,
We're going to
second.
do a roll call, sorry.
Because the motion was made by Vanessa Matthews to take applications, and seconded by Lyndon Baines, also for the seat to be considered in November.
Right.
Okay. Lyndon Baines.
4.
Charles Cooper.
4.
Becky Duncan.
4.
Vanessa Matthews.
4.
Elizabeth Pendergrass.
For it.
All 4, none against.
So now, on the next item on the agenda is to do the emergency hire for the emergency hire for a city clerk position. So, the emergency hire, we have a letter of recommendation that we included. So we need to make a motion that we agree upon that letter of recommendation, and somebody to make a motion to hire the emergency.
I make the motion we hired on the recommendation.
Can you state their name?
Name,
just for
I was
the-
just wondering if we need to do that, and it's
And for the
Tabitha
position,
Payne.
and the position that you're,
And
sorry.
no, it is the hire for the city clerk position.
Did you ask for a second yet? Okay. Charles,
Okay.
trying to hurry.
So, yeah.
I made the motion.
Yeah.
I second.
Vanessa seconds it. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Lyndon Baines.
4.
Charles Cooper.
4.
Becky Duncan.
4.
Vanessa Matthews.
4.
Elizabeth Pendergrass.
Four.
All 4, none against.
Okay. At this time, we would like to thank everybody for coming out to the meeting. And we hope that we are doing good for the city. We hear a lot of things, and we appreciate your time. And I know Starlene would absolutely appreciate everything you've done.
We do adjourn, can we do a moment of silence for Darlene?
Yes.
Yes. And we hope that we have a room full of people right now, and under the circumstances, we wish that we had more room full of people during our monthly meeting. We would greatly appreciate it. And before we adjourn, we would like to take a moment of silence in remembrance of Miss Darlene. Amen. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And for me,
Okay. Raise your right hand, please. Repeat after me. I, Lyndon Baines,
I, Lyndon Baines,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will perform
I will perform
with fidelity
fidelity
the duties of the office
the duty of the office
to which I have been appointed
which I've been appointed,
and which I'm about to assume.
which I'm about to assume. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.